We've got an update tonight to a story we first brought you in March. Our colleague, 9 News photographer Kurt Brooks, was headed home from work one night when he spotted what appeared to be a drunken driver on I-95. So Kurt did what he does best. He videotaped it. Andrea McCarren was in Stafford County Court where all of this played out with some finality today.
Yes, it did, Leslie. In fact, this is one of those rare circumstances in which one of our colleagues inadvertently became part of a news story. Kurt was subpoenaed to appear in court today, and it turned out his videotape proved critical to the conviction.
Okay, he's about ready to head-on collision! Oh my God.
The video is heart-stopping, and in a Stafford County courtroom today, a judge watched the tape showing the alleged driver nearly causing a head-on collision.
He almost did.
It was very compelling. It was clear that this is not just somebody weaving down the road. He almost killed somebody.
9 News photographer Kurt Brooks had followed the driver more than 25 miles and led police to their suspect. With his dashboard camera rolling, Kurt captured the near head-on collision and the suspect nearly running him off the road. We sped up the video so you can see what the judge saw, the driver straddling the center line and swerving onto the shoulder.
In the video, they just looked at very briefly the initial near collision where he nearly ran me into the guardrail and I slammed on my brakes.
The defendant, 57-year-old Chol Ki Lee, was in court with his daughter. Through a Korean translator, he pleaded guilty to the offense. Police say he registered a blood alcohol content of 0.14, nearly twice the legal limit.
To provide evidence of a crime is kind of rare, and so that was a good thing to do.
The judge sentenced Lee to a 60-day jail sentence with all but 5 days suspended. He was fined $300 and will have his license suspended for a year, with the exception of driving for work. Lee delivers beauty supplies for a living. Court hearing, the Commonwealth's attorney personally thanked Kurt and said that if it were not for his videotape, it is very unlikely the defendant would have received jail time.
You know, in our business, we always say timing is everything.
Isn't that the truth?
This appears to have been the case in even capturing this. Mr. Lee, is he considering an appeal at all?
Well, that's an interesting side note to the story, Leslie. And yes, he is considering an appeal. It turns out he is a legal resident, but he is right now in the process of applying for U.S. citizenship. Of course, his lawyer is concerned about the impact this conviction and jail sentence will have on his immigration status.
Wow. Thanks for that update, Andrea.
You bet.
Anita?